After a long day, we come back home with intense hunger and fatigue. You are about to order some food. In this situation, one pot meal I'm about to share in this video might stop you. It's quick, nutritious, and a feast for the eyes. There is one Japanese-style pasta recipe and one epic but easy rice recipe for you to try. We are starting with a rice recipe. Imagine if you can make rice, main dish and side dish in one pot, and all you have to do is throw everything together. That's what we're gonna do today. Rinse and soak the rice for 1 hour. I'm using Japanese sushi rice here, but you can use any type of rice you have on hand. Drain the water and set it aside for now. I have 2 slices of salmon fillet. Sprinkle some salt on both sides and leave it for 10 minutes. In the meantime, we're gonna chop some vegetables. Cut carrot and onion into small pieces. Remove the bottom of shimeji mushrooms. You don't need to wash the mushroom to retain the aroma, but feel free to wipe off the dirt with a clean kitchen cloth if you want. Remove the kernel from the corn cob. If you remember, a couple weeks ago, I made corn rice. The corn kernel went all over the table and floor. This time I did inside of the large bowl and the bowl catches all the corn kernels. Yay! I highly recommend these methods. These vegetables are totally interchangeable. Cooked beans, tomatoes, sweet potatoes are great options too. We just always have this onion and carrot in my fridge, so I'm opting for this time. Full breakdown recipe will be on my blog. The link is in the description box below. For red bell pepper, remove the stem and seeds, then stuff the cheese inside. Try to find small ones, or if you're opting for big bell pepper, cut them into half or third, then place cheese on top. By the time your salmon should be ready, wipe off the moisture appearing on the surface. That's what causes the fishy smell. Now all that's left is assembly. To the clay pot, add rice followed by water, cooking sake, and soup stock powder or any bouillon cube is fine. Mix to combine. Just a heads up, if you don't have any clay pot, then you don't have to use it. You can use this type of pot with a heavy bottom pot. That's gonna distribute the heat very well. And also if you have this rice cooker, that's gonna save up a lot of time, so of course you can use that too. On top of that, add the rest of our ingredients. Carrot, onion, and shimeji mushrooms come first, and followed by red bell pepper and corn cob. Lastly, salmon. If you are plant-based, omit the salmon and add more beans such as chickpeas. Just remember to use cooked ones. Bring it to the stove and start cooking over high heat. Once it comes to a boil, close the lid and lower the heat. Let it cook on low for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, bring the heat to high and cook it for 15 seconds to evaporate the excess moisture accumulating at the bottom. Off the heat and steam it for another 15 minutes. You do not want to open the lid this entire process to keep the steam inside. While the clay pot does its magic, let's make carrot ginger sauce. Grate carrot and ginger. If you are sensitive to the heat, reduce the amount of ginger and add more carrot. You can also swap ginger for garlic. To that, add rice vinegar, soy sauce, sugar for the balance, and any neutral oil. For my case, I'm opting for flaxseed oil, then give it a good stir until it's all combined. Remove the salmon, red bell pepper, and corn cob for now. Thoroughly mix the rice. You will see yummy burn bits at the bottom. As for the presentation, I make a mountain using a small bowl, but in reality, I just scoop directly to the plate. Decorate your plate with bell pepper and salmon however you like. It's nice if you have any leafy greens for the pop of color. Don't forget to drizzle your sauce. If you want to impress someone without spending much time in the kitchen, this is it. It was a big hit for my kids too. If you want to establish healthy cooking habits by using traditional Japanese cooking methods, I welcome you to sign up for the waitlist to my online course. We will dive deep into Japanese food culture, Japanese condiments, gut health, seasonal vegetable, meal prepping, and meal planning. More details are on my website. Link is in the description box.
うまい。うまい普段。うまい。
骨気をつけて。食べるね。美味しいねこれ。On to the next recipe. Please be prepared to fall in love for this one because it's even quicker and easier. It's a Japanese style pasta called wafu pasta in Japanese. To the pot or deep pan like mine, add water, dashi granules, or any other soup stock powder you have on hand, soy sauce, and mirin. Give it a good stir. I always say use what you have first, and if it doesn't work out, you can invest in new ingredients. My recipes are very forgiving, and it's the best way to enjoy cooking without wasting anything. Bring it to the stove and let it come to a boil. In the meantime, thinly slice the onion, remove the stem of shimiji mushroom, and cut off the bottom of broccoli sprout. Drain the oil from the canned tuna. If you're plant-based, use a different variety of mushrooms. Each mushroom has its own aroma and it's packed with umami taste. Let's check on the sauce. Once it comes to a boil, add your choice of pasta followed by onion, mushrooms, and canned tuna. Keep the pasta moving to prevent it from sticking, especially for the first few minutes. Cook it according to the package instructions. My pasta takes 6 minutes to cook. I kept on medium-high, but feel free to lower the heat if the water evaporates too quickly. So by the way, the pasta that I'm using now is called zenbu pasta. This one, it's made with beans and it's gluten-free and vegan. This is not sponsored or anything like that, but we tried before and we have been hooked ever since. So if you guys are looking for something vegan and gluten-free, this is the one that I highly recommend. I just wanted to introduce you something that we truly enjoy in my house. 6 minutes later, you can see pasta absorbed most of its liquid and perfectly cooked. At this point, remove it from the heat. If your pasta needs to be cooked a little longer, go ahead and add more water. I was gonna add a handful of spinach for 1 minute before removing it from the heat, but I was over the moon about the taste it came out with and totally forget it. Sorry. Please don't forget when you make one for yourself. Feel free to garnish some broccoli sprouts and nori seaweed on top. Now it's already ready. It's that easy. The entire process took me less than 15 minutes. Also, this is a great recipe to add even more ingredients such as leeks, broccoli, and carrots. I hope you enjoyed today's recipes. If you make any of my recipes, tag me on Instagram at Miwa Japanese Cooking Class. I really enjoy your creations. Thanks a lot for watching and see you on the next one. Bye bye, またね。美味しい美味しい。